Hello everyone, it's Eric Zorn from Module 13, User Experience Design. Today I will be going over ESPN, which is a website I frequent often. Even though I am not the biggest sports advocate, I follow sports pretty in-depth via social media and ESPN and other sports-related websites. So the way that this website is laid out is at the top you have your most watched sports and the scores relating to them. This being currently at this time of year the NFL, the NBA, and the NHL within America, as well as other countries, being that soccer is a huge sport. I'm sure you can find soccer on the homepage of other countries' ESPN websites. However, so the way that this user experience is broken down, ESPN recently, over the past year or two, had remodeled their website into a 3-column grid structure with smoother colors and animations. So at the top you have your scores, then right below you have the logo along with a simplified nav bar, including watch, listen, and fantasy, as well as a search and login. And if you scroll over the different main sports, it gives you the teams that you can follow for your favorite team, as well as the standings, sports, other sports, stats, rumors, scores, and schedules, as well as any free agents. And if you click on one, it brings you specifically, this is an example of the MLB, to the homepage of all information MLB, and etc. So if you click the NFL, it does the same thing. So going back to the homepage, by the way, each of those, as you saw, is laid out in the same way as the homepage. On the right, you have all of your most recent articles and social media postings that ESPN is sharing live, as well as on the left, if you log in, you get your favorite teams' updates for both scores, statistics, and news articles. It is pretty easy to navigate the content. If you click Watch, it brings you to a separate application or website that ESPN pushes all of their live stream content to, so you can watch different sports live from around the world on multiple channels of their network. You can listen to live radio and podcasts that ESPN and other related news sources of sports are pushing out, as well as play and participate in fantasy football and other fantasy games such as Capital One Bowl and the Pick'em challenges, as well as the very popular NCAA March Madness bracket, of course, in March. You can find the content extremely easily by quickly, as I showed you, demonstrating, clicking on different weeks of scores or different teams, and so on. However, you can also do searches and search, let's say I wanted the New York Yankees. I can simply search for that, and eventually, I know it's not the strongest internet connection, we'll bring up all of the articles and most recent information about the New York Yankees, as well as the different fan shop and advertisements on the right. The application on the iPhone, I'm sure on the Android, and I know on the iPad as well, operates pretty much the same way with more of a single tab structure. So at the bottom, the first page is all of your scores and stuff that you follow on your specific account, as well as at the bottom you have the access to all the teams and news content, as well as social media. So the one problem with this website that I have found is you cannot access a customer support page or even a forum very easily. Usually they're at the top of the navigation bar and or at the bottom of the site, but being that this is a continuously scrolling site, it is not at the bottom, as you can see. So the only way to find support is to physically type in support to the search bar, which then will be loaded eventually, and then you can click on ESPN support. And this is only a fantasy support page. So my question is where is their actual support page? Because it does not appear that you can find support very easily for customers. You might be able to click this. I have not clicked that. And oh, okay. It takes you to their support page, which, as you can see, is either a live chat and or an email that you will be receiving later after you submit your problem. Nothing about phone numbers. Also, the overall user experience is pretty decent, and social media platforms, not only is it shared right here on the right, let's say you click an article or video, I'm sorry, I just clicked that video. Let's say you click an article, As you can see here, it's a sticky social media bar on the left, and you can share to all of the main platforms or email it and or print it to a local printer. So overall, ESPN did a very good job, in my opinion, remodeling. I wouldn't change too much, maybe make things a little less cluttered and all over the page. However, in order to include all this information, they did do it, in my opinion, in a very clean way by including a very simple grid structure. And if you can see here, as the website shrinks and becomes responsive, it creates even a cleaner look with a hamburger-style navigation bar to access things by hiding all the navigation and including the main content that you want to see. So yeah, right now I think ESPN has done a very good job at what they've been doing, and I think that they should keep it up. Thank you.